Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for this weekend, Saturday, September 20th, 2025. This is for the lower 48 United States. We're just going to be going over the local hazards here, which are not many. Beautiful weather across much of the country. And then we're going to get into the tropics, talking about the Atlantic season here that is heating up here with Gabrielle, Tropical Storm Gabrielle, out in the Atlantic, making a beeline towards the Bermuda and Bahamas here, possibly, but looks to miss just the east. So we're going to get into that. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel for the latest interpretation of lower 48 United States weather and tropical updates. Appreciate your support, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, we're looking at the National Weather Service current hazards here, and you can see there's not many on the map, courtesy of pivotalweather.com. We're looking at it up here in the northeast in the New England states here, up in the green and white mountains of Vermont and New Hampshire respectively, and into Maine toward Canada here. We do have a freeze warning in effect. This may be one of the first freeze warnings of the season here, as we're still into summer. Fall equinox doesn't kick into this coming week here, and so we have a freeze warning. Once again, this includes northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, so we're coming up 83 or 87 there, heading to the Canadian border, or 95 just to the west of there, into deep Presque Isle, Maine, and up to the Houghton, Maine, and deeper into the Maine toward the Canadian border. You might have a freeze warning. And also for the Adirondacks, if you have in Lake George, points Lake George and north, there is a freeze warning in effect for tonight, Saturday, September 20th and 2021, September 21 for Sunday as well. Now, out in there's severe thunderstorm warnings here, a couple in Oklahoma here. There's about an hour and a half north of Oklahoma City toward the Kansas border. There is a couple of counties here that are highlighted in yellow for severe thunderstorm warnings. So if you're coming up I-35, north of Oklahoma City, and I-44 Oklahoma Turnpike north of Tulsa and Broken Arrow northwest, there's severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, and also a small slither of thunderstorm warnings here, severe thunderstorm warnings in western Michigan. This is just to the east of Grand Rapids area, metro area off of 196 there. Be careful there in those counties there, Kent County. The severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for you probably for the next hour or so. Elsewhere, beautiful weather in the southwest, southeast, mid-Atlantic, upper Midwest, Pacific Northwest, PNW. Hello to you guys. Great weather. Now, up to our tropical update. We have Gabrielle here, which is a formidable tropical storm here, and about a couple hundred miles southeast of Bermuda at the time. And we also have an area of interest out here that has got a lesser chance of development because of Saharan dust. The water temperatures are there, but it's not exceptionally warm out here in this part of the Atlantic, but it is favorable. But the dry air and the wind shear and all of that is against it right now. So this is Gabrielle on the infrared satellite view. You see it's this displaced storm here. It's fighting through that dry air and that wind shear. As you can see on the western side and the northwestern side is eroded here. Most of the convection here is to the northeast quadrant here, in the eastern quadrant, and you can see some more storms trying to bubble up around, trying to form around the center here, but the center is halfway exposed here, as you can see, as most of the clouds, and there's this little upper level low in front of it here, and so there's Bermuda way over here, and you can see it making its way towards there, moving toward northwest here. So Gabrielle is going to make a fish hook east of Bermuda here as a hurricane, possibly a Category 1 hurricane, strong Category 1 hurricane here. Right now it's moving northwest at 10 miles an hour. That motion is expected to accelerate according to the official track here as it moves its way back out toward curves its way back out toward the east northeast here around the Bermuda Azores high. It's gonna head away toward the Azores here later on by Thursday or Friday. They could be dealing with some showers, probably some much needed rain, as most of these islands get their rain tanks filled through the roof, limestone roof. The water drips in and fills the water tank, so much needed rain for them, and the Azores and possibly Bermuda can get some much needed showers out of this system to fill their water tanks if it does make a close enough approach. Right now the approach looks to be a couple hundred miles east of it, 323 miles nautical miles, something like that, east of Bermuda. So they're going to be on the western side here, which means the less convective shower side of this system, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens to it, but that's what's going on in the tropics right now. Take care, have a great weekend, talk to you soon. This is the Weather Guru signing off.